Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Rangers. Up at Dens Park versus Dundee, getting flashbacks to a 4-0 pumping that we received here earlier on in the season. What we're going to do just now, as we go to our tactics screen, is actually swap some things around. So as you can see, 4 victories, a draw and 2 defeats in our previous games against Dundee. Dundee favourites for this one, would you believe? But all the odds are obviously very similar. We're actually going to change to this formation just now. So we're going to throw... Goalkeeper will be Ian Fulton. The centre backs, the 3 centre backs, will go with Bruno Alves, who I think prefers to be in the middle if I remember right. Yeah, in the middle of a 3-man grouping. So we'll put Bruno Alves. He will play with Fernandes and he will play with Cardoso. So they'll be the 3 at the back. The wing back on the right hand side will be Gamboa. On the left hand side will be Maximiliano Oliveira. And the central midfielders, the attacking one will be Jamie Barjonas and the supporting one will be Liam Henderson. The shadow striker will be Derlis Gonzalez and the 2 up front of course will be Morelos and Odson Edward. On the bench, Fodringham, Ithame, Mitchell, Price, Jack, O'Halloran and Eduardo Herrera. And this is what we're going to go with today. It's more of a direct formation today. We're going to try and load up the front end of the park. 4-4-1-1 for Dundee. Assertively, Dundee are 10th in the form table and we're 4th. Let's show them why, although I'd prefer to be first, but whatever. We're ahead of Dundee in the form table. Push forward. We absolutely have to be confident and impose ourselves on Dundee here. In these games, when we don't score, we get beat, frankly, so we have to at least make sure we score as Abdallah heads it just over the bar. Almost the perfect start for Dundee. Aberdeen hosting Hearts today, of course. We're still separated by Aberdeen. Ourselves are separated from Aberdeen on goal difference at the moment. As Kerr drills it in towards Chong, and there it is. It's 1-0 to Dundee. Tahith Chong, that will put Aberdeen up to second place. They'll be a point clear of us. They'll actually go 3 clear if they can beat Hearts at Pittodrie, which is a distinct possibility. As Ivanildo Fernandes plays the free kick to Bruno Alves, forward to Henderson now. Henderson to Gonzalez, can he slip a ball through? He plays in Morelos, who hits it first time into the bottom corner. Brilliant stuff, we've equalised. Praise the boys. And I will say, if the team doesn't manage to keep a clean sheet against us, we always have a good chance of winning. It's a great ball through by Gonzalez for Morelos, and a lovely finish. Another corner. Kerr whipping it in now, and it's away by Henderson this time. It will fall, however, for McLaughlin. It's a brilliant challenge on him, but it will be picked up by Freer, and it will go back out wide. McLaughlin will play it into Waddle. Waddle's got support there from Chong. Chong being closed down by 2 red shots. He can go back the way, though, to Kamara. He moves it quickly to McLaughlin, and we don't seem to be able to get near them here. Kerr whipping it in. Chance for Abdallah. Beats 3 and plays it down to Chong, who puts it over the bar. 6 shots from Dundee in the opening 20 minutes, 4 from ourselves, and at corners we've been terrible. 7 shots from ourselves now, 7 from Dundee, 2 on target Dundee to our 4. Come on, we need a go-ahead goal before half-time. Aberdeen get their go-ahead goal. They're 1 up on Hearts, so we do need to score now. We will be second place if we draw this game. Sorry, we'll be third place if we draw this game, and we're going into half-time at 1-1. Couple of players not looking great. We're going to take Edward off for Herrera. Herrera going to have the chance to show us he can still do it. We're not doing badly. If everybody continues, we'll win, which not entirely sure I believe that, but we'll say that anyway. And Henderson not doing well either. We will put Price into that position. Oliveira not doing particularly well either, but I don't want to use all 3 substitutes. As Chong plays it to Kerr, he plays it forward for McLaughlin now. McLaughlin angling it towards Abdallah. It's away by Alves. Chong won't pick it up ahead of Gonzalez. And the opening 5 minutes of the second half passed without incident. 11 shots to us, 11 to Dundee, as Stevie May doubles Aberdeen's lead over Hearts. Past the hour mark now, still 1-1. Ian Fulton's goal kick out to Cardoso. Cardoso plays it forward to Oliveira, into Price now, who'll look forward. Plays it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez dropping deeper to help the midfield out. Barjonas moves it to Price. Good play from him. It's out to Oliveira, trying to provide an overlap. He goes inside to Price. Got some options here. Barjonas now. Can he find one? He shoots, it deflects. Price will pick it back up though. Uses Gamboa out on the right. Gamboa forced back the way. Good pressing from Dundee. Has to go back to Fernandez. Fernandez goes to Bruno Alves though. We have the option to just cycle it around. Price, good ball to Gonzalez. Can he pick another through ball? He can't. Waddle away. Price though into Herrera. Can he bag it? Oh, he's at the post. Eduardo Herrera hits the post. We're going to have to tell the boys to push forward. And I will take off Oliveira for Mitchell for the last 20 minutes, I think. Wait a couple more minutes. Oh, now it's Kerr actually with the throw in. Kerr will throw it down the line for Chong. Chong puts it in quickly. Abdallah's there, across goal away by Gamboa. We picked up by Kamara here though. Dundee still have a chance to presses. It's forward to McLaughlin. Bit of an overload on the right. It's blocked well. Falls to Gonzalez. Can he get this forward now? Can we counter it? It's back to Cardoso. He launches it forward for Herrera. It's a great ball. Can Herrera find Morelos? Herrera puts it in. Morelos is there. Shoots. Oh, and he's put it wide. Alfredo Morelos. Huge chance there. Oliveira's coming off for Dimitri Mitchell. He can get forward. He's more of an attacking option than Oliveira. Oliveira, who's really struggled recently. Freer now goes back to that big Spaniard boy. Forward for Abdallah. Should be headed away. It is. Gonzalez won't beat Kamara to the ball though. Kamara to Gandhi. Gives it away to Barjonas. Can he go forward now? For Morelos, it's a great ball. Morelos has got an option to square it to Herrera. Can he do that? Morelos, he squares it. Herrera's in the centre of the goal and it's 2-1. Whew. Price is going to actually... No, in fact, right, let's pause this. We'll drop back... We're going to drop back Mitchell and we're going to drop back Gamboa. Yeah, we're going to drop Mitchell and Gamboa and we're going to go with Route 1 passing, actually. We're just going to try and have a nice solid defensive line. We'll lump it up to the strikers up at the top. They're obviously going to tell the boys to concentrate. It'll be a great result coming up here to Dens Park and coming back from the early 1-0 down. We do have some defending to do as Gandhi pops it in. Oh, come on. And it's a penalty. Set piece popped into the box. Man gets brought down, penalty. It's exactly what happened at Tynecastle. So cheap. With 17 minutes to go, Ian Fulton faces another penalty. Darren O'Day, former Celtic player, steps up and bags it. So we're now going to have to change this to an attacking mentality. We're going to have to put Mitchell and Gamboa up further again. And we're going to have to basically resort to exactly what we had before we scored our go-ahead goal as Darren O'Day bags the penalty. We're now right up against it here. Aberdeen, of course, still have the 2-0 lead in their game. 15 shots to 7 today. If nothing else, it's been a hell of a game. Corner now, Gonzalez playing it into the middle. Sissako heads it away. It'll be picked up by Baxter. We have to win this back. Mitchell does do so. Moves it to Fernandez. Barjonas is in with a huge opportunity and Scott Bain denies. Should really be driving that across goal there for me, Barjonas. It's not going to score for that angle. Never any danger Herrera was going to beat Scott Bain from that one though. Is there still life in this now? Hasn't cut away yet. Scott Bain goes long. Gamboa's header is not a good one. Gandhi to Freer, forward for Baxter now. It's in behind for Elbeck. Two-way. He's beat keeper to it. It's a good challenge. Freer, really tight angle. Keeper's still down and it's a terrible effort by Freer. I don't want to go overload just in case, you know. Don't want to get caught. Baxter now for Dundee, puts it into the box. Cardoso now with a chance. He's launched that forward. Morelos is onto this. Can he square it for Herrera as they did for the previous goal? Morelos, tight angle. Oh, he's shot. What a fucking idiot, man. And it's going to end 2-2 because of that. Sissako's throw in will be the last action of the game. It is over at 2-2 here at Dens Park. 16 shots to 23. There's some realistic numbers for you. And unfortunately, another penalty. Aggressively not pleased with that. It's pathetic not beating Dundee there. We need to now beat Aberdeen at Ibrox. We need to beat them. It's an absolute necessity. Let's see how the loanees got on. Poor game for McCrory there. Fopala barely getting any game time. Yep, so that's the Hearts game last time. And now the Dundee game. 2 games away from home where we've got beat. Or not got beat, but you know what I mean. It's dented our ambitions, shall we say. So we absolutely need to go out at Ibrox in 2 days' time and put Aberdeen to the sword. We're going to revert to our normal formation. Clear the lineup. I mean, still can't believe that. 2 games in a row, 2 penalties given away cheaply are what has us in 3rd place. I mean, sure, we can beat Aberdeen. I mean, what, they're 2 points clear of us just now. We can beat them and go 1 point clear of them. But then we have to face Celtic. Just beating Aberdeen's not going to be enough here. If we beat Aberdeen, we'll go 1 point clear of them. Then what? They play... Who do they play on the last day? They play Dundee at home. They're going to beat Dundee at home. So we need to beat Celtic as well. We need to beat Aberdeen and Celtic. Oh dear. And I'm not confident about this team's ability to do that, shall we say. That's putting it politely. Right, here we go. And I'm now getting into this game at home to Aberdeen nervous rather than excited. 3 wins, 3 draws and 2 defeats against Aberdeen. Not a brilliant record. We're not in great form anymore either. We'll go with Fulton again. No, in fact, we'll go with Fodringham. Fulton's been a bit iffy for a couple of goals. And we'll go Gamboa, Cardoso, Fernandez. And I don't even know what left back to go for. I suppose we'll go with Mitchell. We'll go with Henderson. We'll go with Barjonas. And we'll go with... I don't even know. I suppose we'll go with Price. On the right, we have to go with O'Halloran. We don't have anybody else. On the left, we'll go with Gonzalez. And up front, we'll go with Morelos. It'll be Fulton, Alves, Houston, Oliveira, Ryan Jack. And then we'll go with Edward and Herrera on the bench, which means we don't really have any wingers on the bench, which means if Gonzalez gets hurt, then we're kind of screwed. A 4-2-3-1 from Aberdeen, coming here confident. I'm going to aggressively tell them we expect a win. We can't be messing about here. Right, I'd let Bert Conterman do the opposition instructions. It's a packed house at Ibrox. Show some passion. Morelos, Henderson, Barjonas out to O'Halloran on the front foot early on, getting down that right-hand touchline. O'Halloran put an early cross in, beats his man, puts it in. It's Shinnie getting it away, and Kenny McLean will play it to right, and Considine and McLean as Aberdeen get touch of the ball now. 5 minutes to go. Nothing happening early doors. 50-50 possession. 1 shot for Rangers so far. Nothing for Aberdeen. McLean now lining up a free kick. Puts it into the box. Don't you dare give away a penalty. It is a penalty. For fuck's sake. This is unreal. It's Adam Rooney who's no going to miss. Fulton couldn't save the last 2. Can Fodringham save one against the top scorer in the league, Adam Rooney? Rooney takes the spot kick. And he scores. And he scores. Push forward, come on. 23rd of the season for Adam Rooney, is 100th for Aberdeen, who've taken the lead at Ibrox. And for the 3rd game in a row, we've conceded a penalty. Half an hour gone. Absolutely no action. 35 minutes now, Fodringham. We need to get a goal before half time. We need to beat them here to have any chance. Gonzalez flicks it on, but it's going to be easy for O'Connor. Gonzalez not closing him down. Morelos not closing him down. O'Connor given the freedom of Ibrox to pick it up. Plays it to Logan. Logan easy to Shinnie. Shinnie easy as well. Forward to Jones. Puts it in behind for Rooney. Fernandez trying to keep pace. Rooney's very, very wide. Oh my God. Oh, he didn't get it. Thank God for that. Fodringham to Henderson. Where's the yellow card then for diving? Henderson to Barjonas now, playing it out wide to Gonzalez. Come on, counter them after that desperate attempt to win a penalty. Gonzalez beats one back to Price. Barjonas, that's a terrible ball. Reynolds easily away, picked up by Price though, back to Morelos. Does he have support to play it to? Morelos almost lost it. It does break to Gonzalez. Challenge flying in, doesn't get it. Breaks to Morelos now, pokes it out wide. Gamboa looking to get a ball in. Hits it in first time. It's Morelos. It's off the post, off the keeper and away. Unbelievable. Rooney now to Jones as Aberdeen look to counter. It's a good challenge by Ivanildo Fernandez. An unbelievable amount of luck for Aberdeen to survive that. And it's an unbelievable amount of bad luck for us to concede a penalty 3 games running and then miss that. And we're going into half time 1 down yet again. Seven shots to their 2 and we find ourselves behind. They've had 1 shot on target and it was in the penalty spot. How much am I going to gamble, I wonder? Alright, I'm going to gamble quite a bit. I'm going to go Gonzalez in the middle and he's going to play behind O'Halloran. Well, O'Halloran's not going to actually remain on, but he's going to play in behind Edward, Herrera and Morelos. All 3 of them are going to play. And Gonzalez is going to play in behind them. He can be a shadow striker. We're going to be attacking. Get rid of play out defence. We're going to play more direct passing. We're going to play narrow. And we're going to have to play at a higher tempo. Push forward. That's what we're going to do. We're going to play all 3 strikers. And we're just going to go a bit more reckless and see what we can do. Because we need to score goals, frankly, as Edward plays it to Morelos. Morelos to Herrera. Looks like we're going to get a chance from this. Herrera out to Odds and Edward. Huge chance and a good save by Joe Lewis. And in 16 seconds, it's created probably a better chance than we've had all the first half. Barjonas' ball in now, away by Shinnie, picked up by Henderson, who'll go back out to Barjonas, you'd feel. No, he goes into Gonzalez. Henderson now, actually losing it to Rooney. There's a chance for the break for Aberdeen. Pinch it. Gamboa tries to pinch it, can't quite. It's played in. Herrera there, bad back pass. Herrera, he scores, that's easy. He's not going to get a better chance than that. And less than a minute into the second half, it is 1-0 to Rangers, and we're going to tell them once again to push forward. There's not much more to say. It was a terrible pass back from Aberdeen, and Herrera did well to seize on it. But still, it's only 1-1. We need to score again. And since that goal, Aberdeen seem to have completely shut down our attackers, as Mackay-Steven, who has a knock, has now come on for Aberdeen. His ball forward wasn't good. Cardoso can pick this up, looks inside the park. Fernandez picks it up. Look how far apart the defensive line is. Aberdeen could easily counter us, but Barjonas forward to Herrera now. They can't counter us if they can't get the ball. Gonzalez with a lovely turn, plays it for Gamboa. Just gets it into Odson Edward. Tees up Barjonas, big chance. Tees up Herrera! 2-1! Go on! I'm trying to figure out if anyone can play wide now so we can go a little less aggressive. Odson Edward can kind of play as a right winger. A wide target man there, we'll go for that. And Gonzalez will play the other side. Can he drop? He can drop back further on that side. Odson Edward cannot. I mean, we'll still basically play the same way. I just wanted to be a bit less aggressive. At 70 minutes, I'm going to change the fullbacks' roles to just support rather than attack. So they're not going to bomb all the way on now. We've clearly been the better side. I mean, 19 shots to their 4. Their only, their real threat was the penalty. So we're going into like the last 5 minutes now. Oh, corner kick. Let's get a third, please. Barjonas in. Gonzalez attacking. It's away. It comes to Henderson. Go back out to Barjonas. He does indeed. Barjonas, time to pick a cross. He's looped it in. Herrera heads it off the bar. Odson Edward sticks it in. It's 3-1. And you've got to say the change in formation worked. 3-1 now after being 1 down at half time. mighty relieved actually. But if we start poorly, as we have done in a lot of games recently, if we start poorly on the final game of the season, the Old Firm derby against Celtic, we'll get beat. That'll open the door big time for Aberdeen. As Mitchell swings it in, it's headed away, full time, 3-1. We get what we need to go back to second place before the final day of the season. Brilliantly done to come back and win that, boys, you have to say. I'm delighted that we were brave. We went with the three of them up there and it clearly worked. Brilliant stuff. If we can beat Celtic, we secure second place, no questions asked. If we can beat Celtic, we equal last season's points tally, which, okay, you could claim isn't progress, but I think it is progress. I've seen a lot better performances from us this season than last. Don't know why I'm continuing, because that's the end of the episode. What we'll do, we'll take a little look at the schedule now. Gutted about that 2-2 against Dundee, giving away a dodgy penalty again from a set play, exactly as we did against Hearts, then exactly again the same thing against Aberdeen to give the Dons a lead. Thankfully, we did manage to get the 3 goals after half-time and beat them 3-1. We're up to second place. It's exciting stuff for the end of the season, trying to secure that second position. I hope you guys are enjoying the chase here. Obviously, last episode we got the win over Killie and then lost. This episode we only managed to draw with Dundee but then beat Aberdeen. And it all comes down to 2 Old Firm games, which will be the next episode. Beat Celtic, we're second, no questions asked. Draw with Celtic, we need a favour from Dundee at Pittodrie. Lose to Celtic, same thing, we need a favour from Dundee at Pittodrie. And then we obviously have the Scottish Cup final against Celtic as well. So we get 2 good results against Celtic. We'll end the season on a massive high, securing second place, getting a cup double, fighting off Aberdeen, and being able to beat our rivals twice. However, if we lose twice to Celtic, could very well be consigned to third place in the table, and we don't defend our Scottish Cup, and we end up to end the season third place, only a League Cup to our name. So the next episode is absolutely massive. Obviously, the final episode of season 2, absolutely massive one. 2 Old Firm derbies against Celtic. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one at least. Dundee and Aberdeen. Disappointed, of course, that we couldn't beat Dundee, but thankfully we rallied against Aberdeen to put us in pole position for the last week of the season. If you have enjoyed the episode, incidentally, please drop down below and leave a like. It does help out the channel when the videos do get some thumbs up. So I want to thank you guys who've been doing that. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, of course, you'll see all the action as the videos drop. And of course, you'll know when Season 3 comes out, when that does happen. Won't be much of a delay. There wasn't much of a delay, if any, actually, if I recall, between Season 1 ending and Season 2's episodes coming out. I'm loving the Rangers stuff, to be honest. It's a real challenge. It kind of reminds me of what I used to get when I played... when I used to play as Celtic. You know, playing as Celtic used to be a real viable option, and you would have a fun challenge to challenge Rangers for the title, where there's now basically going Celtic as a piece of piss. So it's kind of giving me that experience again, trying to challenge the top dogs. As I say, hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Thank you mainly, just thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time for that Old Firm double header.